Gwaan, my people. Welcome back to Cetrends, your ultimate spot for deep dives into the real heart and soul of reggae music. It's 2025, and the riddim still holds strong, louder, and clearer than ever. I'm your guide on this journey, and today we're doing something truly special. For years, the spotlight in reggae often shines brightest on the lead singers. And don't get me wrong, vocalists like Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, or Marsha Griffiths are legends for a reason. Their voices carry the messages, the melodies that touch our souls. But what about the foundation? What about the deep, rumbling pulse that makes your head nod, your foot tap, and your spirit soar? Today, we're giving credit where credit is due. We're talking about the unsung heroes of the bass guitar, the quiet giants whose hypnotic lines are the true backbone of every classic reggae tune you love. These are the masterminds who laid down the groove, the very heartbeat of reggae, often staying in the shadows while their bass lines echoed around the world. So if you've ever felt that irresistible pull of a reggae song, that deep, resonant throb that just gets into your bones, then you know what I'm talking about. You felt the power of the bass. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 10 underrated basslines of reggae, the foundation of the groove. These are the tracks where the bass isn't just an instrument, it's the main character. The deepest bass lines you never knew, and how one bass line literally defined a subgenre. Get ready to have your ears opened and your mind blown. Trust me, after today, you'll never listen to reggae the same way again. And if you love uncovering the real stories behind the music, hit that subscribe button right now and join the Cetrends family. You don't want to miss what we're cooking up next. Before we dive into our list, let's talk real talk for a minute. Why is the bass so important in reggae, more than in almost any other genre? Think of it like this. In rock, the guitar often leads. In pop, it's usually the vocals. But in reggae, it's the bass and drums that build the house. The bass provides the weight, the movement, the fundamental melody that everything else dances around. It's what makes reggae feel so heavy, so spiritual, so irresistible. Many of these bassists weren't rock stars. They were studio musicians, working long hours, session after session, laying down riddims for countless artists. They perfected the art of restraint, of playing just the right notes in just the right spaces, creating grooves that are both simple and profoundly complex. They created the one drop, the rockers, the steppers, rhythmic patterns that are now recognized globally as the very essence of reggae. Their names might not be on the big marquees, but their fingers shaped the sound that conquered the world. So, let's give them their flowers. Let's dig deep into these tracks where the bass isn't just accompanying, it's commanding. When you talk about roots reggae that gives you goosebumps, Declaration of Rights is often at the top of the list. And while the harmonies of the Abyssinians are heavenly, it's George Fullwood's bassline that truly gives this song its solemn, powerful walk. It's deep, almost mournful, yet incredibly steady. It perfectly mirrors the song's serious message of human rights and justice. Fullwood's playing here isn't flashy. It's about pure, unadulterated feel. Each note hangs in the air, resonating with a spiritual weight. It's simple, but so perfectly placed that it creates an atmosphere you can almost touch. He uses this space between the notes just as effectively as the notes themselves, a hallmark of master reggae bassists. It's the kind of bass line that grabs you by the soul and refuses to let go. Without this bass line, Declaration of Rights just wouldn't have the same enduring power.
Alright, Cetrends fam, let's keep it real. We're pouring our hearts into bringing you the best celebrity news and music deep dives. But check it, a massive 98% of you aren't subscribed yet. Subscribing is how you can truly support us, helping us grow and create even better content. If you're vibing with what we do, take a sec to hit that subscribe button. It's free and makes a huge difference. Plus, ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's flip that 98% and build this Cetrends family together. Your support is everything.
Shally Molly, Shally Molly, Shally Molly, Shally Molly, Shally Molly. I sing to all mankind. None shall.
You can't talk about reggae bass without talking about Aston family man Barrett. He's known globally as Bob Marley's bassist, and rightfully so. But his influence goes way beyond the Wailers. None Shall Escape the Judgment is a prime example of his genius outside of that supergroup. This bass line is hypnotic, a relentless driving force that underpins Johnny Clarke's fiery vocals.
Yes, the weak outlaw.
Family Man creates a groove here that's both melodic and incredibly percussive. He's not just playing notes, he's playing rhythm. This track perfectly shows his ability to create a deep, almost mystical pocket that makes the whole song breathe. It's got that signature Family Man weight, a thick, round tone that just feels solid. This bass line became so famous, so foundational, that countless other artists would later voice their own songs over this same rhythm. It's a true testament to how one bassist can create an entire sonic landscape. Another classic from the Abyssinians, but this time, the magic comes from Lloyd Parks, while Satta Massagana is famous for its haunting harmonies and spiritual lyrics. The bass line by Parks is the deep, dark river that carries the whole song forward. This bass line is minimal, almost meditative, yet it's incredibly powerful. It's a masterclass in economy and resonance. Lloyd Parks understands that sometimes less is truly more.
I'm in New Kingston, in Jamaica.
He lets the notes ring out, creating a space for the vocals and drums to float above. It's got a solemn, almost sacred feel to it, perfectly matching the song's spiritual theme. This bass line is often imitated, but rarely duplicated in its purity and depth. It's a prime example of how a bassist can make a song feel timeless. You can't talk about revolutionary bass lines without mentioning the one and only Robbie Shakespeare, a man whose influence is simply staggering. And while his work with Sly Dunbar is sly and Robbie is legendary, his contribution to this Augustus Pablo classic, King Tubby Meets the Rockers Uptown, is often celebrated for other reasons. This isn't just a bass line, it's a statement. Robbie's playing here is heavy, driving, and incredibly melodic. It's the absolute essence of the rocker's rhythm, that hard-hitting, almost militant beat that redefined reggae in the mid-70s. In a dub track like this, the bass takes center stage, and Robbie fills that space with incredible presence. His interplay with Santa Davis's drums on this rhythm created a template that countless producers and musicians would follow. It's a bass line that literally shaped a subgenre and is instantly recognizable the moment it drops.
So always never been unfaithful to my name. As far as
When Dennis Brown, the crown prince of reggae, sings, you listen. But when you listen to Westbound Train, pay close attention to the bass. That's the work of Robbie Fullwood, another incredibly prolific and underrated bassist whose contributions are immense. This bass line is a masterclass in simple sophistication. It's fluid, almost conversational, perfectly complementing Dennis Brown's smooth vocals without ever getting in the way. Fullwood crafts a groove that's undeniably catchy, making you feel the movement of that train. It's warm, round, and incredibly soulful. He lays down a foundation that allows the horns and Dennis's voice to soar, but it's the bass that truly drives the narrative of the song. A true testament to how a great bassist can elevate an already brilliant track.
oh yeah, scaring the nation with their
Police and Thieves is a timeless classic, a powerful protest anthem whose message resonates just as strongly today. While Junior Murvin's haunting falsetto is unforgettable, the deep, menacing bass line by Boris Gardiner is what truly gives this song its dark, brooding power. This bass line is menacing, almost ominous, perfectly setting the mood for the lyrical content.
fighting the nation with their
I wanna lay by.
oh yeah.
Gardiner's playing is simple yet incredibly effective, building a sense of dread and tension. It's deep, heavy, and has a distinctive, almost walking feel to it, pulling you into the narrative of the song. This bass line became an instant classic and was famously covered by The Clash, showing its universal appeal and raw power. Boris Gardiner's contribution here is undeniable, proving that a bass line can be just as impactful as any vocal. Now, before anyone jumps in the comments about the year, yes, Marcus Garvey. The album is from 1975, and this iconic title track is a cornerstone of roots reggae. And while Burning Spear's powerful voice and message take center stage, the bass line by Richard Dirty Harry Hall is the true rhythmic anchor, giving the song its monumental, almost marching feel. This bass line is hypnotic, repetitive, and incredibly potent.
After that, me check the one bounty. The managi I man some good sense.
It's a prime example of a bass line that locks in with the drums to create an irresistible, almost spiritual groove. Dirty Harry understands the power of repetition in reggae, allowing the bass to become a meditative pulse that carries the profound lyrical message. It's deep, resonant, and has a certain dirtiness to its tone that gives it raw authenticity. This bass line doesn't just drive the song. It is the song's heartbeat, its consistent, powerful rhythm.
Remember where the rock. Oh yeah.
Another timeless plea for basic rights and dignity, I Need a Roof by the Mighty Diamonds is a reggae staple. And once again, we find the sublime work of Lloyd Parks anchoring this masterpiece. This bass line is a masterclass in melodic storytelling. It's deceptively simple, but its movement and progression are incredibly soulful and memorable. Lloyd Parks crafts a groove that feels both urgent and comforting, perfectly matching the song's plea. It's got a lovely, flowing quality that carries the harmonies effortlessly. This bass line is proof that bass can be both the rhythm and a lead melodic instrument. It's an understated, but absolutely essential component that makes I Need a Roof such an enduring and beloved reggae anthem.
Fade away, though some believe in dying.
Here's another deep cut that showcases Robbie Shakespeare's profound impact outside of the massive Sly and Robbie hits. Junior Biles' Fade Away is a haunting, powerful tune, and Robbie's bass line is the very soul of its melancholy. This bass line is absolutely monstrous. It's heavy, echoing, and filled with a deep, almost existential dread that perfectly complements Junior Biles' poignant vocals.
Fade away. Yeah, hear what I say.
Robbie creates a sense of space and reverberation that makes the bass feel like it's coming from another dimension. It's got that signature Robbie thickness and a walking rhythm that feels both relentless and sorrowful. This bass line is revered by reggae enthusiasts for its sheer power and emotional depth. It's a testament to how the bass can carry the emotional weight of an entire song, defining its mood and lasting impact.
All right, Cetrends fam, let's keep it real. We're pouring our hearts into bringing you the best celebrity news and music deep dives. But check it, a massive 98% of you aren't subscribed yet. Subscribing is how you can truly support us, helping us grow and create even better content. If you're vibing with what we do, take a sec to hit that subscribe button. It's free and makes a huge difference. Plus, ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's flip that 98% and build this Cetrends family together. Your support is everything.
At number 1, we've got a bass line that often goes unrecognized by casual listeners, but is absolutely legendary among reggae purists. Armageddon Time by Willie Williams. Driven by the incomparable Fullwood, this bass line is pure fire. It's incredibly aggressive, driving, and has a raw, unyielding power that immediately grabs you.
Don't think I'm selling anything but what you should be chewing.
Fullwood's playing here is relentless, a continuous, thumping pulse that embodies the urgency of the Armageddon Time message. It's deep, almost distorted, and incredibly influential. This bass line isn't just a foundation, it's a force of nature. It's the kind of bass line that makes sound engineers weep with joy because it just sits so perfectly in the mix, giving the song an undeniable, almost physical presence. A true unsung masterpiece that defines the raw power of roots reggae. There you have it, family. 10 underrated basslines of reggae, the foundation of the groove. These are just a handful of the countless unsung heroes who have shaped the sound of reggae. Each one, a master in their own right, proving that the bass isn't just accompaniment. It's the very lifeblood of the music. Think about it. How many times have you been humming a reggae tune, and it's the bass line stuck in your head, not necessarily the vocal? That's the power of these quiet giants. They are the bedrock, the foundation, the deep, hypnotic pulse that makes reggae so uniquely irresistible. We hope this journey has opened your ears and given you a new appreciation for the incredible talent behind the rhythm section. Because at Cetrends, we're all about digging deeper, going beyond the surface, and bringing you the full, rich story of reggae music. We're here to make sure these legendary contributions get the recognition they deserve. If you've loved this deep dive and want to uncover more real reggae heroes and untold stories, then it's simple. Hit that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat from Cetrends. We've got so much more coming, from hidden gems to the stories of the pioneers who built this incredible genre. Want to keep exploring the unseen architects of reggae? Check out these other Cetrends videos. 10 overlooked axemen of reggae, the real guitar heroes, the hidden rhythms, 10 master drummers who drove reggae forward, 1973 reggae songs we'll never forget. Dive into one of reggae's most pivotal years and hear some foundational tracks. What was your favorite bassline from our list? Did we miss any essential ones that you think deserve more shine? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep the rhythm flowing and the blessings coming. One love.